That Zen life is whole health, wellness, and healing.
That Zen life is definitely recovery.
That Zen life es comunidad.
That Zen life is self-care.
It's a lot of us taking care of everybody else except taking care of ourselves. And that's what I saw myself doing. I saw myself taking care of my kids. I was workaholic. I was taking care of my husband. I was taking care of my friends. I was taking care of my grown kids. And I wasn't taking care of me.
Hey, good morning, good morning.
Can you hear me okay?
There you are. Yes, indeed. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Wellness Wednesdays, That Zen Life Wellness Foundation. And I am PerCilla Zeno. I am the Healing Partner. I am also the author of I Am Healing, The 7 Secrets to Wellness and Self-Care. And I'm here with my co-host, Simon.
Hey, I'm Simon Timm, and I'm the author of An Introduction to the Self-Salutation, How to Resolve Negative Emotions Through Meditation and Mindfulness.
Yes.
And I'm excited to be here. Thanks for being with me or having me with you this morning.
Yeah, man, I'm super excited about, the fact that we are at the very end of 2020. Literally, this is like the last Wednesday.
Woo! What a year.
I know. This is the last Wednesday of the year for us. And I'm excited because I'm really, really excited about going into the new year. For Christmas, yeah. I don't know. I've been asking like different people about Christmas, and what was it like for them. And I'm getting the same answer as what I was feeling, which is it didn't feel like the seasonal spirit. Like I wasn't in. It didn't feel like the Christmas spirit that I'm used to.
It's exact same thing. Exact same thing. Add one more vote to your tally there.
Yes, I was just like, man.
Two actually, because my wife and I were just speaking about it the other day.
Really?
Yeah. We kind of just went right by Christmas this year.
Yes, exactly. It was just like so weird. I mean, I didn't even really. This is so sad. No judgment, but please don't judge me. But literally, I didn't even really do any of my Christmas shopping. My daughter did it for me because I was just like, I just wasn't into it. But I just like, you know what? Besides, she's at that age now where she's able to tell me like, Mom, the stuff that you're buying for my brothers, they're not cool. So I'm like, okay, here's the money. This is good because I wasn't feeling it anyway. But I'm excited about, our topic today. David said, although it wasn't the norm, it was definitely better than the norm in some
Oh,
ways.
okay. Nice.
Okay, that's
nice.
Good. Yeah, that's really cool. So we're talking about what is it? Setting our intentions or
setting intentions for the new year, setting our getting intentions for the new year.
Yeah.
And we now 2020 whatever it was, I mean it was a lot of things. It was but whatever it was, we're moving beyond it into a new year. That's a nice thing. I mean, in one sense, it's a little arbitrary to call, but it is. It's a new year. We're heading into a new year. Here it is, 2021 coming up ahead. It's a world of possibilities. Yes, it's a whole new year.
Yes, and I actually started celebrating the new year on December 21st, which is sort of like For those who don't
Ah,
know, it's kind of like the new moon
sure.
and all of that. So I
Hmm.
started celebrating it on December 21st. But I think this is a great topic because a lot of times, we have people who oftentimes they start with these New Year's resolutions, right?
Yeah.
And then there's no follow through.
Yeah, yeah, and that's exactly what I was reflecting on, yeah, it's a time where everyone's thinking like, okay, here it is, a little bit of a fresh start here. We've got a new year, 2021, and you do a little self inventory. I think that's wonderful. Really, kind of taking some time, reflecting on, where you're at, where your life is at, just really doing a little inventory and imagining what your next year could be like, and what you want to do with yourself in the next year. And so I prepared 3 unconventional tips here. These are contrarian hacks. These are hacks these are things that you're not going to hear in most places.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
Sounds good.
yeah. So,
What are these
It-
3 things? I wanted to just chime in really quick and just
Yeah.
say that one of the things that I am gonna be working toward going into the new year is adding a little bit more sweet before, like sometimes we often okay, for me, when I have a subject or something that or a goal that I'm just trying to get to, if I'm trying to portray that or deliver that, while I'm communicating, oftentimes I just give it like I'm thinking it. I don't add a little bit of sugar to it. So I'm going to be working on that going into the new year, is to give a little bit more candy to the castor oil.
That's your personal intention for 2021.
Yes, that's my personal intention for 2021. Renee
That's
said,
beautiful.
Good morning, you guys. PerCilla, Zeno, I can hear you, but your volume is about half Simon's. Okay, thank you so much. I'm going to turn that up a little bit, and hopefully you can hear me. So Simon is about to actually...
Or maybe it's the problem is that I just cranked my volume up too high. Sorry.
Simon is going to share with
Typical
us
male behavior here. Sorry for that. Here.
some tips on setting our intentions as we go into the new year. So what's the first one, Simon?
Well, okay, so not only sorry for disappearing off to the right here. Not only did I do I have three tips here, but I have one ultimate, what I would call the ultimate hack that I'm going to share at the end of those tips.
Okay,
So
okay.
just so you know, I got three tips, and I got one ultimate hack that I'm gonna share at the end.
Okay.
So my first tip is, and these are not for everyone necessarily, but my first tip is don't start immediately.
Okay. When you say don't start immediately, what is that?
A lot of times, whether it's January 1st or whether it's, someone decides, okay, I have to do this new habit, get on a kick, and you just kind of start tomorrow and, implement some massive transformational, like new, change thing. And it's like, okay, starting tomorrow, I'm going to go to the gym every morning. And
Maybe an epic fail is coming on.
Yeah. So the first hack that I recommend is don't start immediately. This might seem like it's kind of putting in the reins, but if you set a intention, I would say at least, I think a sweet spot is 2 to 3 weeks ahead of where you're at.
Oh wow.
If you do that, what happens is it's like when you're going on a trip or going on vacation or something, you can it's on your schedule, and you got to kind of look at it for a few weeks or for a bit of time, and you can have a little bit more of a sense of how it's going to affect your life if you're thinking like, oh wow, yeah, if I'm going to start going to the gym every morning now, I'm going to have to think, you see some of the roadblocks, you see some of the things that are potential challenges for you, and you build up a more of an awareness of like, okay, this is going to happen at such and such a date, so you fix your date, but put it off into the distance a little bit, so that you're not just, it's not just a momentary passionate thing, something like you're focused on it with some time. So that's hack number one. What do you think of that?
So I think hack number one, can we go back to hack number one?
Yeah.
I think hack number one is what you're basically saying is that we need to kind of gradually ease into whatever it is that we're setting our intentions for. Is that right?
Yeah. You want to have some build up. Have a kind of an amp up period where you're building up that practice, where you're just so you don't start immediately. You take your you take your time.
Okay. That makes total sense, because a lot of times when we're like, okay, I'm all in, I'm gonna do this, and then we try to cram it all in and try to hurry up and get it done, and a lot of times we'll get burned out because we haven't set that, there's a routine to actually creating a habit. So there's no real creating a habit is what I think you're saying.
Yeah, that's right. And if you're really looking for long-term change in your life, I mean, you want that that fire that gets you into it, so but it's a little, you can be setting yourself up for failure if it's an overnight kind of decision and you just try and implement it immediately. Right. So it's a little more helpful if you put off it can be much more helpful if you put off the start date for 2 or 3 weeks and plan for it a bit more into your life,
Okay, that makes sense. That makes total sense.
All right, hack number 2 is use that time to practice mentally. Okay, this isn't so contrarian because there's been a lot of research into it, but it's such an important one that I wanted to put it in there. I'm sure we all know, like, professional basketball players, they do free throws in their heads, right?
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, professional athletes, they practice mentally. Olympians, etc., they do it all mentally, because in your mind you can do something perfectly, and there's a way where it creates neuro pathways.
Wow.
It creates neuro pathways that you can use later on, and it just like cements an idea. So what you do is, instead of going to the gym every morning right away, for a while, what you do is you just spend 3 minutes sitting down, just envision yourself going to the gym and doing your workout, getting a sweat, like feeling good about it, and then come home, and then like, that's great. So for a couple weeks before you start your practice, you can just like do it mentally. And
no, I was gonna say that I think that is so cool, just because this is literally, I have done this. If there's something that I want to organize, and I don't feel like doing it at the moment, I'll just kind of see it in my mind constantly, like, until my body is ready to connect with my mental to actually get it done. So I do believe that it works.
It works. Yeah, it works. It's really helpful. That mental practice is Good. And it gets your, if you're doing that every day. So it's not just that you like post. This is a difference. Like hack number 1 is not to start immediately, but it's not like you're just postponing it and not doing nothing.
Right.
So you're starting by building the mental habit necessary, and then you build the actual physical habit. So that's the deal. Yeah.
So you're using actually number 2 as you're going into number 1?
Yeah, so you're using you're building up those mental habits, so you're just getting yourself ready for the actual physical habit by doing by practicing whatever it is that you're planning to do mentally,
Cool. That's really good. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
And hack number 3, this is I think a super hack here. Now you just commit to 1 month of a habit. And this is this is really, really powerful.
Okay.
Because if you can do something for a month, if you can do a new habit for 1 month, you have a huge likelihood, a much better likelihood of consistently doing that habit for, beyond that time. But it's that first month that's the beast. What'll happen is you'll commit to doing it, you'll do it great for 2 weeks, and then you'll hit some kind of hurdles. You'll hit some roadblocks in your habit, get thrown off course, and then, it's hard to get back on. But the thing is, if you just commit to doing it for a month, if you just focus, instead of thinking like, okay, this is going to be a lifelong habit that, from now on, I'm never going to eat any more cake. Then, 2 weeks into it, you're just going to you're going to explode. Your mind is going to explode. And you're going to be like, no, I could have just a little cake here.
Dude,
and then
you don't even understand though. I am freaking a cake fanatic. I literally see myself as the lady in Sex and the City who was eating chocolate cake, and she realized she was eating so much chocolate cake that she threw the chocolate cake in the trash and took some dishwashing liquid and poured it on top of it just to make sure she wouldn't go back and try to But no, I get it. I understand. Like, committing to that 1 month is definitely probably key.
Yeah, it's really good. So if and you can muster a lot of commitment to do 1 month. That if in your mind you're like, it's just a month. After this month, I do whatever I want. I can ease up. I can let go if I don't. Of course, you don't want to, or you wouldn't be doing this habit. But you just commit to 1 month. You can really pour yourself into making it a really successful month. And then you will have gotten through the most difficult part of time and building. Then after the month, you can revisit it. Maybe you determine like, okay, this isn't working out for me quite right.
Right.
I need a little bit of cake. So I need to, to get by in life, I need some cake. That's and so you add that back in to your schedule in the second month. Okay, second month you create a habit. You say like, okay, now I'm gonna have cake 1 day a week only.
Right.
So whatever it is, it kind of oftentimes it takes some tweaking, some balancing. But if you commit to a habit just for 1 month, you have a much higher likelihood of doing it every day or doing it regularly throughout that month than you do if you're just like, okay, I'm going to do it from here to eternity.
Right. No, I think that this is really cool because, what I've read too is like, I like this better than the 90 days because they say, if you do something for 90 days, you can actually start to create a habit. But this for me, I like this better because it allows me to kind of pat myself on the back at the end of that 30-day mark. Like the first 30 days, okay, I can pat myself on the back. Second 30 days, I can pat myself on the back.
Yeah.
Third 90 days, I've made it through that 90-day. Like, I like this. And I
Oh,
feel
yeah.
like this is something that I can achieve versus trying to get straight through like that 90 days. Now, I know you're about to blow us away with this ultimate hack, but before we go into the ultimate hack, I want us to quickly pay some bills.
All right.
We'll pay some bills.
Fair enough.
And then we'll come back and talk about the ultimate hack. All right. So we'll see you guys in a minute.
I needed to change my life. I needed to change my life. I didn't want to live in fear anymore. I didn't want to worry anymore. I didn't want to live in. That Zen life is whole health, wellness, and healing.
That Zen life is definitely recovery.
That Zen life es comunidad.
That Zen life is self-care.
I needed to change. It's a lot of us taking care of. I needed to change my life. I didn't want to live in fear anymore. I didn't want to worry anymore. I didn't want to live in panic or anxiety anymore. I wanted to make sure that I got back to who I really was, which was I'm happy, I'm joyful, I'm peaceful, I'm loving, I'm sassy, and I'm fun. Everybody needs somebody. Everybody needs somebody. I don't care who you are, what you're going through. When you are going through something and you're in the trenches of it, you feel like nobody else is going through what you're going through. And I promise you that is not true.
Okay, so we're back. We are ready to hear this ultimate hack. So, what is it? What's the ultimate hack?
The ultimate hack is this. We get so focused. The whole idea of this New Year's resolution, every year, it's like this kind of cultural phenomenon, this idea. Every year, you got to like better yourself, change yourself in some way to be some better version of you somehow. So my this is a core principle of mindfulness, and it's also the key, I think, to real change. Actually, is to set aside that voice that's telling you that you need to be someone other than who you are, and just love and accept yourself as you are right now, with all of the challenges and ways that you may need to learn or grow. This is so in other words, instead of trying to change yourself, change the way you relate to yourself by bringing in a profound level of just complete acceptance for yourself as you are right here, right now. Now, okay, you might think like, okay, well, but what about all the ways that I want to change and grow or need to change and grow? What about all the, habits that I need? I'm stressed. I'm stress eating. I'm, have conflicts in these relationships I need to work on. I need to, change in all these other ways. What about, I'm not the person that I want to be. What about that? But the thing is this, in our society, the way we're all hammered to, become the way we valorize like perfectionism and this kind of model ideal of perfection, we lose track of this ultimate key thing, which is just loving and accepting yourself for the person you are right now, as you are in this moment. And this is actually a different path for transformation than the other paths, because what happens is the more we're able to do this, the more we're able to just really love and accept the person that we are right now with all of our shortcomings. The more the more it allows the real true person we are to shine forth in her glory or his glory.
I love that. I love that because what it does is it allows for acceptance, and it also allows for being okay with understanding who we are now, and then easily moving into the better person that we want to be, or that higher, that like when sometimes we're doing our meditations, and I speak of seeing yourself as the highest, your best, seeing yourself as the best self.
Yeah.
And so I love this because it allows you to see who you are, and being and understanding that that's okay, but also moving to a place where we are accepting the new person that we want to be, this the best version of ourselves. I absolutely love this ultimate hack because it gives way for that, of us not really trying to yes, we are going to into a sense of changing ourselves, yes, but not in a sense like I hate me, I want to change me. That's so this is not what we're talking about. We're not talking about I hate me and I want to change me. It's more like this is who I am. I accept this is where I am, but I'm also open to the door of the best version of who I could be.
Absolutely.
So as we're moving into that space, and changing that type of relationship with ourselves, because I really do believe that depression comes a lot from I hate myself. I hate what's going on with me. I hate and really all of that with the depression is it's just connecting yourself more with the situation, and not really connecting yourself with who you truly are, because who you truly are is love, joy, peace, harmony, balance. That's really who we truly are. Everything else is an illusion. Everything else is an illusion. So I love this ultimate hack that you came up with, Simon, because what it does is it allows us to not say, okay, I'm going to change me because I hate me. It's more of I'm just changing the relationship, right? Change
your, exactly. Focus on just loving and accepting yourself as you are. That's, from this one change, all other changes sort of become possible. It's like, because there's a part of you that has all. I believe all of us have genius within us. Everyone has some genius within them, and it's just a question of bringing that out, allowing that to manifest. But what prevents that from manifesting is we get caught into this mode of self-criticism, self-doubt, fear, those things. But this self-acceptance, self-love, this eradicates that. This destroys that the patterns that prevent our own, like, beautiful, glorious self from singing its song, from manifesting, making our contribution to the world.
Yes, I love that how you said that. How it allows us to kind of sing this new song for our life, and I want to use that. I'm going to use that. I'm actually, me and my mom, we were talking about what we were going to do for the New Year's. And what we're literally doing for the New Year's, this is such a great topic, is that we are going to do a vision board party. We're going to
nice.
we're going to do a vision board party on New Year's Eve so that we can move into the new year with a new vision for our life. And so because of the fact that we're doing that, I think that allowing me to now know this new hack, I'm gonna see it as me singing a new song for my life. Me singing a new song for my life, because any way that we can see moving into a new space, whether it's, using positive words or affirmations or vision boards, or, even just some of the hacks that you mentioned today, whatever it is, it can be done. It's just we have to do what we need to do to make it happen, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I feel like last week we were supposed to do a music appreciation, but we kind of got a little off track. But do you have any kind of meditation or anything that we can?
I sure do.
Because I feel like we've been missing out on these meditations because we've been doing a few other things. But what kind of meditation are we going to be doing today?
We're going to meditate on. We're going to do a self-acceptance, the ultimate hack. Yeah, we're going to do a self-love, self-acceptance meditation.
Okay.
Yeah, and this is I think I really started to incorporate this into my life. Maybe 7 or 8 years ago, and it was a revolution. Let me tell you. When you really go deep into self-acceptance, when you really go deep into it, it is a revolution. This meditation can open new doors, can really change everything about your way of relating to yourself. And we're with ourselves pretty much all day. So
right. There's no escaping ourselves.
There's no escaping. Yeah, that's you're stuck with yourself. So start to love yourself. So come to a place where you're your own best friend. And then it changes everything. It changes everything. Yeah. So I want to lead a meditation on that.
Okay.
And should we get into that right now?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
I'm ready.
Let's do it. Good. So let's start out by just stretching a little bit, get into, we've been sitting and talking here. So just stretch your neck, give your shoulders a roll. Get yourself seated in a comfortable seat here, not too stiff, but not too slouched either. So
like a loosey, loop.
Yeah.
Loosey.
Yeah, and then I invite you to take a few deep breaths here now, and breathe in as much air as you can. Just fill your lungs full of air, and then do an exhale with a big sigh, as if you're setting down a pack that you've been carrying for weeks. So
Okay.
we'll do a few of these here. Breathe in a deep breath. Breathing in, breathing in, breathing in, and then exhale with a big sigh. Okay, breathing in, and then maybe you can crack your neck again after you've done that. Okay, and then allow your breathing to become normal. And let your eyes close gently. And I'm going to lead you in what I call the moose meditation, a meditation on self-acceptance. And in a moment, I'm going to offer prompts. As I say these prompts or these intentions, I invite you to repeat them to your own self so that you're really coming in touch with the meaning of the prompt, with the essence of the prompt, saying it within your own heart with as much meaning and intention as you can. I now set my intention to summons all of my profoundest acceptance of myself, a felt experience of unconditional acceptance. With every inhale that I breathe in, I'm filling myself with a deeper and deeper level of acceptance. With every exhale, I'm releasing myself more and more for all of the shortcomings that I have. With every fiber of my conscious being, I release myself for not being the person that I think I should be or even want to be. With every fiber of my conscious being, I now release myself. In the deepest core of my heart, I'm giving myself complete acceptance for the person I am right now in this moment in time. With each inhale, I'm breathing in a deeper and deeper level of acceptance. With all of my sincerity, I give myself complete and unconditional acceptance, knowing that whatever mistakes I have made were made in ignorance. With every breath that I take in, I'm filling myself with more and more of the felt sense of love and acceptance. I now summon an experience of complete acceptance in this moment, regardless of whatever lessons may lie ahead, regardless of whatever ways I may need to change and grow. Now I invite you to return your focus to your breath. Feel the breath come into your lungs. Feeling your breath as you exhale. And when you're ready, you can slowly open your eyes.
Wow, that was so good and so needed. Good morning, Rose. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope you had a chance to do that amazing meditation that Simon just gave. It was, man, that was needed. That was so needed, Simon. Oh my gosh.
You know, it's neat. I do this meditation almost every day, and it's always needed. I mean, because we just take a few moments. We have to take a few moments and really focus on it as, and really get into that place in the heart. Otherwise, we have a taskmaster at work, inside us all day long. Like, this isn't good enough. You have to make it more perfect. This is
exactly. Are you in my head right now, Simon? That's what's going on up in here. Like, the taskmaster literally like slaving me.
Yeah.
So, no, I totally get that. You were gonna say something?
Yeah. So take a few moments and fill ourselves with some love and acceptance, and I think that's that from that place, so much else becomes possible.
Yes, and there was a lot of love and kindness going on during that meditation. So thank you so much. I'm so grateful to you for that. Thank you so much.
It's a pleasure.
As we kind of wrap up, I just want to say that this live was brought to you by That Zen Life Wellness Foundation, where we are promoting wellness and whole health wellness, as well as homelessness prevention. If you know of someone, right now we are constantly giving peer recovery. So if you know of someone who, as we go into this new year, is struggling mental health wise, or struggling with regards to substance abuse, maybe it's something that you're struggling with. You're struggling with grief, maybe PTSD, maybe you're struggling as just a mom or a dad whose son is about to go and do some time in jail. Whatever it is that you're going through, That Zen Life Wellness Foundation, we want you to know that we're here for you. We're here to provide the peer support that you need. So you can always go to our website, which is thatzenlife.org, or you can give us a call at 757-932-5667. And then you can also get all of our information on our website. And also, too, for those of you who love the work that we do when we come here every single week, every Wednesday at 7:30 a.m., please be open to donating to our nonprofit. We'd be so grateful for the donations. No amount is too small. My name is PerCilla Zeno. I am the Healing Partner, and I'm here with my co-host, Simon.
Hi, I'm Simon Timm, and I'm the author of The Self-Salutation.
So we look forward to seeing you guys next week. Be well, rock on, and most importantly, fill the negative spaces in your life with positively every single thing that you need. See you guys next week, and Happy New Year.
That Zen life is whole health, wellness, and healing.
That Zen life is definitely recovery.
That Zen life es comunidad.
That Zen life is self-care.
Zen